But let's go to what we saw yesterday. Kawhi Leonard gets the ball. Everyone knows he's getting the ball. Everyone knows he's shooting the ball. And though he left it short, didn't leave it as short as his free throw, and he makes a game-winning shot. Now, I've seen a lot of basketball in my life. A lot. And I've seen a lot of buzzer beaters in my life. A lot. I can't recall for the life of me a buzzer beater where with a leather basketball, in college basketball and high school basketball, they use these synthetic balls, and sometimes you get some odd bounces. I cannot recall one where the ball hits the front rim twice, caroms to the back rim twice, then up and finds a way into the goal. I've never seen that before in that situation. But that's exactly what happened. And Kawhi Leonard ends up putting up, he put up 41 points? That was his 41st point? Simply amazing. Now, he did a little bit of the Tebow thing, right? Where by missing a free throw, he started a fire that he then put out, but he had been he had been extinguishing the fire all afternoon long. And it's just interesting to me on what appeals to us in the media and what appeals to fans. And I'm not going to doubt or deny the way in which he handled everything in San Antonio left many people with a bad taste in their mouth. Right? What was the deal? I mean, basically it was he felt like he was not cared for properly, and they thought he was. They thought he was ready. This was almost like an old Western movie. Right? What every old Western movie I've ever watched, and Gunsmoke, who apparently a lot of you people do watch, it always starts, there's always a fight when somebody calls the other one a liar. You called me a liar? Right? And that's what the San Antonio Spurs said to Kawhi Leonard. We think you're healthy enough to go. And he said, you calling me a liar. And it became a shootout or a standoff at the OK Corral, and Kawhi ended up for at least a year in Toronto. But I don't know whether you want to compare him to Trout, as I did last week, or to Andrew Luck. But somehow we've gotten away from the idea of it's an okay thing to just be about your craft. It's an okay thing to be like, we've made fun of Andrew Luck for years with having a flip phone when he was in college and not being a guy who's on social media. Aaron Rodgers won all the swag points yesterday because he had a cameo in Game of Thrones. Andrew Luck hasn't. I don't even know. Like, we make fun of Andrew Luck's beard because you got Captain Andrew Luck on Twitter. And I love Aaron Rodgers, and I think to this point he's been the better quarterback. But I will tell you, there's something to the way Andrew Luck just goes about his job, doing his job. Right, the first couple years in the league, we wondered why he didn't have endorsements. He had 33 wins in the first 3 years with a terrible aging roster. And now once he gets back healthy and they get him an offensive line, look what happened to the Indianapolis Colts. Now, Kawhi Leonard plays 9 games last year, and people say he's all kinds of different things. They manage his load this year and rest him at sometimes inopportune times, and it pays them dividends with one fadeaway jump shot. Like, I don't know if it's Trout, if it's Luck, if it's Kawhi, or if they're all kind of some similar, you know what? They're good guys. They're good human beings. They have no personal baggage off the floor. These aren't guys that have been rumored to be in the club, not guys to have any sort of issues with women. And yet when the lights are on, the popcorn's popping, you seem to be able to depend them to play at or above their optimum level time and again. I guess Trout would be the only guy you can't because he's only been in 3 postseason games and he didn't hit well in those 3 postseason games, but such a small sample size. Kawhi does in fact speak. Here's his voice recorded. Swear to God he speaks after the game.
I'm a guy that acts like I've been there before. So probably the last time you probably see me scream is like when we won. So whenever it's like a moment where I haven't really experienced, I probably try to give some emotion, show some emotion, and let it just come out. So, tonight was one of those nights. I've never been in that situation before, and like you said, it's the first shot somebody hit a game winner, and in Game 7. So I just showed emotion.
I mean, he even has to explain why he's showing emotion. I know I'm not supposed to. It's like a robot. I know I'm not supposed to. Johnny 5 is alive. I'm not supposed to show emotion, but I did show emotion. Like, dude, you don't got to explain it. I was watching the game on my couch with my son. My mom was there. My wife was there. My wife's like looking down at her phone at the time. We jump up and go, oh my God! Oh my God! And it wasn't even that he made the shot. It was that he shot the ball and then it hits the rim. You're like, okay, miss. Wait, no. Oh my God! And then my wife looks up. What? What happened? I can't believe you're not watching. But what are the things that we always want our athletes to do? We want them to get better, right? Work at their craft. Here's a guy who's a center in high school that has slowly and progressively become a dynamic perimeter player. We want them to play both ends. He does. We want them to play well in championships. He does. We want them to act like they've been there before. He does. When do we get to the point to where you have to be so, involved in social media and have a bunch of commercials and wear these dumb clothes before the game for 30 seconds that apparently they don't even pick out themselves? Like, when do we get to that point where that is worthy of discussion? But instead, he just made a play in Game 7 Eastern Conference semifinals and made it in a way in which I've never seen happen before. So you want to give me luck? I'll take luck. I'll take Trout. I'll take Kawhi. I'll take guys that they don't have to talk the talk. They just walk the walk. Pretty amazing. I mean, even he said after the game, hey, I left the free throw short. I tried not to leave that short. And he did, in fact, leave it short, but he had to shoot it over Joel Embiid. Like, we've gotten to the place where we're having to explain and sympathize with Joel Embiid for crying. Like, why is it okay for Joel Embiid to cry? It's like 23 years old, playing his guts. Is he in great shape? No, he needs to be in better shape. But that's not even the point. That dude's unbelievable. He's an unbelievable player. And he's still learning what he can do and how he can do it. And he did everything he could defensively to guard Kawhi Leonard without fouling him. And Kawhi just made a great shot. Good defense, better offense. Tip your cap. Yeah, you're allowed to cry. It's okay. It means it meant something to you. And you're allowed to show emotion, Kawhi. You don't have to apologize to us. We were all showing emotion.